Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV, and today is going to be episode 2 of my spring cleaning series. And today I'm going to be showing you guys the best method for switching out gravel in a fish tank that's got fish in it. So let's check it out. So starting the process for cleaning out this tank, the first step I'm going to do is take all of the decorations out of it. So the next step is do a very thorough gravel vac to get any sort of debris and waste and uneaten food out of the bottom of your tank so you don't kick it all up when you start taking that gravel out. Now, I didn't take a lot of water out because I have a very, very thin layer of substrate on the bottom, so I didn't really have a lot sitting in there. So next, before I go ahead and do anything else and mark up the water, I'm actually going to go through and wipe down the insides of this tank just because it needs a good scrub. So now that I've finished wiping down all the glass, I'm going to go through and clean off all the sponge filters and the tubes and piping we have inside the tank. Alright, so I just finished cleaning all the algae off the tubes, so in true spring cleaning fashion, now I'm going to go through and clean the lid. So now that I've got all of the walls of the tank completely clean, I've got the sponges clean and the lid, it is time to start scooping out our gravel. So a better method for doing this when the gravel starts to get really low in the tank is that I just took my hand and I gently push all the substrate to one side so I can more easily scoop it out. So I just go through with my cup and I just gently scoop out some of this gravel, bring it up to the top, and I dump as much water out of it as possible using my hand to prevent it from coming out. Take it and I just put it right into the bucket. Alright, so now that I've removed the last little bit of detritus in there, I'm going to go ahead and pour all of my new sand in. Now, you probably can't see in the frame, but all of the fish that were in this tank are actually still in here. They have all kind of migrated to that back right top corner. That is totally okay to leave them in during this process. So now I have my bucket full of new clean sand here, and this is approximately a 30-gallon tank. When figuring out how much substrate you use for each tank, you do roughly about a pound per gallon. So I need approximately 30 pounds for this tank. Now, I cannot pick up 30 pounds of sand at once, so I am going to pour this in very small batches. So now that I've poured all of the sand into the tank, I just take my hand and I'm smoothing it out, and then I'm going to go in and add a second round. Now, I did not pre-rinse the sand, so you will notice that it is a little bit cloudy, but that will completely subside in a few minutes. Alright, here I am in our design room at OSA Coventry, and I'm going to pick up some new plants and some new rocks for our newly substrated fish tank. It's looking good, looking bright, looking fun. Looks like spring. So next we get to pick out some rocks. For rocks, I like to do one big focal rock and 2 rocks kind of on the side. I think these are the rocks I'm going to go with, so let's go get them in the fish tank. So whenever you are dealing with rocks around aquariums, I always say be very, very, very careful not to drop them or nick the glass because you can very easily break your aquarium. So I'm just going to go nice and slow, especially because these are really big rocks. So this tank is still very, very cloudy right now because I have literally just put the sand in. So pay no attention to that, and I will adjust my decorations as it clears up in a little while. Alright, so I went ahead and I got all of my plants inside of the tank. Now, it still looks very, very cloudy on camera. I promise you it is not that cloudy in real life. But I'm going to go ahead and drain a little bit more water out of this tank and then top it up. And I will show you guys what it looks like when it has completely cleared up. So this is what the tank looks like now after it has all cleared up and all of that fine particle dust has settled. As you can see, the new sand in this tank looks absolutely amazing, and these new plants are looking great in there as well. So this is kind of a rundown of what you should do if you are looking to switch substrate out in your tank. So that's about it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this motivates you guys to do some spring cleaning in your tanks for yourselves. And like always, keep it fishy.